Hello again. This week's project is on photography, which is one of my favorite subjects, and I actually recently started exploring more and trying to learn how to use my camera. So here are the 8 different types of photography. This is on portraits, and for this particular project, we were trying to do backlight. And another portrait, this one is with a side light and reflector light. This one I'm sharing, it's because it's one of my favorites. That day I was actually working with side light and reflectors and I needed help setting up the camera. So I asked my son to sit down for 1 second and he was quite annoyed, as you can see in his look. So I just rushed the shot and took whatever. But when I saw it in the computer, I liked it a lot because he's not posing and it's really revealing of a feeling. This is an example of nature, and on that day I was experimenting with shallow depth of field and playing with the zoom lens. And this is the most challenging shot taken to date because I've never been so shaky trying to change a lens, and this guy was obviously very mad at me. This one here is my example on still life. I took this picture at the Salton Sea. This image is on the concept of what home means to us. And to me, this picture of an empty bowl depicts the end of the day after a long day of work, where I can enjoy a roof over my head, a bed, and of course a delicious hot meal to wrap up the day. This one here is my street picture, and I took this at the parking lot of the convention center. This is what waiting for food on the food bank looks like. Hundreds and hundreds of cars, and it looks like every week we have more. I found it relevant because the hard times we're experiencing this 2020, lack of jobs, and lack of resources. And this picture here is part portrait and part street. I actually took it because I absolutely love design. That right there is graphic design. This one here is my architecture picture, and I took this one at the Riverside Museum. I completely love how square it is, and that very focal wall at the end looks almost like a light gate. This one is my product picture with a close-up or sexy shot. Another product picture on lifestyle. And lastly, I have 4 landscapes with very different scenery.